Hopefully I can see chat without the use of my old man spectacles, yes. I don't know. I don't know these things. Prepping plumber, evening. What's up, brother? Hope things are well in your neck of the woods. Yes. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. I'm going to try to ignore all the fucking updates. Emergency updates of updates of updates. Emergency news. Breaking news. Brett, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Hey, man. Oh, no. A kidney stone. Man. I hear painful things. Damn. Good luck to you. I know it's treatable. It's one of those things. You go in for a procedure and they blast it out, and out it comes painfully, I think. Tiger 454. How you doing? Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Yeah. I hope this live finds you well. I don't know. There's something else going on too. I forget. Something really, really big and major. Oh yeah. The what is it called? The Super Bowl. Yeah, the Super Bowl. Charity. No. I'm roasting a turkey. No. Watch yourself. So yeah, the whole house smells like turkey. Nope. Yes. Maccabees. Good evening. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Yeah, so well, I don't know. Who is it? The Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs. Wow, turkey. You canned turkey today, and you're making turkey brawl. Ooh, yeah. I want to try that with the neck bone and the giblets and all that. Yeah. I was thinking about, I've never really made gravy. Like you had flour and water and all the giblets and all that, and you sift it in a pan and get it thick, add more water. I've never done that, so I wanted to try to do that. Oh, man. Oh, really? Damn, plumber. The carcass. Oh, okay, yeah. I like doing that too. I like taking the leftover carcass. I do a lot of that with chicken. And I'll just throw it in a freaking crock pot and just boil it. Just let it set forever. 4 gallons of chicken and dumplings. Oh, mwah. Man, that's love right there. That is. I remember one of my fondest memories of my grandma was her chicken and dumplings. Jay Helms, Madison Township. That's that way. Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing? Yeah, craziness. And I seen some kind of police blotter about Madison Township going on there. Yeah, man, to your speedy recovery. Well, I know my mom had it, and she was like, I gotta drink cranberry juice. I don't like cranberry juice. Yeah, I'm like, man, that's crazy. Lots and lots of water, no milk, none of that stuff. I think Charity has calmed the fuck down now. So, but we got 3.5 hours to go, so the whole house is. I know it's going to be torture for her. Turkey roasting away in the oven, and she's like, rah. Get the turkey fever. I know. Yeah, I don't know. But I, I don't know. I have no time. So basically, when the turkey is done, uh, around 10 o'clock, then I have to put it away and then revisit it after work tomorrow. It's all about time management, I guess. I wouldn't mind canning it, doing something. It's a 20-pound bird. Damn. So I don't know if I can do some canning or anything like that. Something like canning like that that's an all day event. It really is for me anyway. All day. And that means other things get done as well. So I gotta, if I'm canning, I'm running around doing this and doing that. Yeah. And so we are facing. I know I entitled this called suffering. Uh, Something other than foosball. Foosball is the devil. What's up, Kevin? Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Lori, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Howdy. Yeah, craziness, man. So yes, me and Charity are sitting in the house and we're suffering. Suffering as the turkey just roast away. Oh my God. Tiger, yeah. I thought I contemplated that. I really did contemplate that. Like, can I just thaw this thing out and can it up, thaw, raw, thaw and raw, and I was like, you know what? No, I gotta have something for lunch and dinner throughout the course of the week or 2 weeks or however long it takes us to eat a turkey. Me and Charity. And yes, Charity's going to get some turkey too. Absolutely. I don't know. I could just give her the giblets. Hmm. Can't give her the neck bone. No, but I got all that stuff in a bag sitting in the refrigerator. Yes. So there you go. There's our suffering. First world problem sufferings. Deboning. Yeah, deboning. Yeah. And I like to take the bones and make my own. Make the stock. Make that bone broth, and I just put it in the corned beef and cabbage. Oh yeah, damn money. Cabbage is expensive now. Everything is expensive. Yeah, we're going to suffer. We are going to suffer, but we're okay with that, aren't we? We'll bitch a little bit, but we will endure. We will endure the high cost and food shortages and shortages of everything. Meanwhile, there's balloons floating overhead. $5 a head? What the fuck? I mean, now I'm. It's a balloon that they're shooting down. It's obvious. It's a fucking balloon. But what's up, Stella? All right, welcome. Uh, Welcome to Sunday Reflections. We know it's balloons. That we know that. Uh, yes, it is good for my old. Yeah, it's got collagen in it. Plumber, it's good stuff. Joe, what's up, Joe? Welcome to Sunday Reflections. I'm crushing my lucky strikes here. Ah, up against the thing. This is Prepping Plumber. Hey, welcome. We know that it's balloons up there. I mean, how threatening is a balloon? Well, it can be very threatening. It could be dropping, biologicals on us. It could be, having some type of, explosive device on it, whatever. Uh, right on, Joe. Hell yeah. But I'm not too much worried about it. Even though it is a big deal. It's Tom Sawyer abroad. I'm even though it is a big deal. We in the history of the United States, we have not shot anything down since Pearl Harbor. Yeah, and that was off the coast of Hawaii, over the coast of Hawaii. There are reports of maybe there's something that came across, in California, and there was a invasion in a Aleutian island off in Alaska. Uh, Hillbilly, what's up, all you degenerate MAGA Americans? Indeed, indeed. Who else is here? Lisa Anderson. What are we suffering from? I tell you what I'm suffering from, and that is roasted turkey. Yeah, and I've got about 2.5 more hours. And Charity is suffering more than me. She really is. Pepper Chick in Texas. Good evening, friends. Good evening indeed. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. That's what we're suffering from right now. Is the anticipation. Oh yeah, chicken and dumplings. And like I said, that's one of the most fondest memories. Oh, you, Mrs. P, with that damn air fryer and cheese sticks. That's amazing. You're making me hungry as hell. I just had like the worst Mountain House beef stew I've ever had. Yeah, my fondest memories of my grandma, man. She used to make the best chicken and dumplings. Hey, what's up, Matt? And then she made it a point to come to the house, um, to my mom's house to teach her how to make chicken and dumplings. And as a young child, just sitting there watching this. What's up, Rescue? Hey, all right. I took your advice and I made it a good day, Rescue. I did. It was a great day. Jumped on the live there with Rescue there this morning. It was interesting. It was. I had already had a reflection. This reflection started yesterday, actually, and then of course everything was a microcosm, macrocosm of this reflection, and that was suffering. And being on Rescue's live stream with Jay, uh, you know, um, it just kind of it really brought it all together. I was like, wow, this is interesting. Yeah. Oh, sirloin tip roast today. Damn. Um, we suffer. We suffer a lot. And the truth is, we are the cause of our own suffering for the most part. Yes, there is suffering that happens outside of our realm of influence, you know, our sphere of influence. A lot of things happen. There's weather, there's, a lot of things, pestilence. Um, we do suffer things that are outside of our control. But when we really look deep inside and ask ourselves what the cause of our suffering is, we understand it is us. We we believe that we can carry on and do what we want without consequences, and that's not the truth of this universe, of this world, of this life. It is, things have consequences, cause and effect. If I smoke, and if I smoke for 30 years, 40, well, yeah, 30 years, yeah. Well, 29 years, okay. I'm 49 years old. But if I smoke for that long, I'm going to suffer some type of, symptoms from that. What's up, Tennessee Tactical? Hey. And I have. I do. I suffer from smoking and all that comes from that. And I know what I'm doing to myself, but I just carry on. I do want to quit smoking, and I am taking steps to get myself in the mindset. See, that's the other thing too, is we are the cause of our suffering, and the way to cease that suffering is to stop doing the things that cause you suffering. Yeah, it's it's a very simple thing. Just don't do it. Don't smoke anymore, you know. And then of course we make up our excuses. Well, you know, I need this to keep myself calm, and I do this for appetite suppression, or whoa, ate 6 fudge rounds and a large glass of milk. You are definitely suffering. Yeah. Oh, Wolfgang is in the balloon. Wolfgang, be careful, man. They're shooting down balloons. Uh, uh, you love your tobacco. Yeah, I do too. I mean, but you know, I know that it's killing me. You know, I know this. And I know that it kills other people. It causes cancer. My friend is suffering from cancer because of smoking. We are the cause of our own suffering. So why don't we stop doing the things that cause us suffering? Never. Right, Tennessee? Never. You know, balloon rides are done for me. I did ride in a balloon one time. It was in Boy Scouts. Yeah. And yeah, food. I mean, food, you know, we overeat. Uh I believe that too, Mac. I do. Coffee counter suffering. um, you know, when you overeat and you over bloat yourself, and then you're just like, oh God, oh, you know, and the pain and the suffering that comes from the I have a cloak device so nobody can see me. Oh, okay, that's good. From what I understand, these these balloons are cloaked as well. That's fucking crazy. You know, stealth balloons. Yeah, Tiger alcohol, and yeah, I suffered. I did. I was an alcoholic. You know, well, I was in the Marine Corps, and I guess I'm still alcoholic, but I don't drink anymore. You know, I just very rarely do I drink, and maybe I just you know, I take a drink here and there, or I drink a 6 pack, or I drink a couple beers, 2 or 3 beers, and I'm done. You know, I like being a lightweight. I do. It's cheaper. But yeah, when you overdrink, man, you really feel it. Oh man, it's all the suffering associated with that. You know, Charity is guarding the turkey. We had a good day. I was going to I was going to we went to the creek. We went to the big side of the creek. Uh and there were so many people there. If nobody cares, the game is tied right now. Oh, thank you, Wolfgang. That's good. I like that. I like that. I can follow the Super Bowl and not be a part of it. So right now the game is tied. You know, just give me the numbers. You know, that's the bottom of the third quarter, and you know, Kansas City's got the ball, and you know it's third down and 10. Okay, gotcha. And it's tied. So what? All right, good. So there you go. There's your Super Bowl update. Well, Fang, I do enjoy doing that, doing the betting, the little $5, $10 bets here and there. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. Anyway, uh, suffering. Yeah, doing things that cause ourselves suffering, and you know, there's another aspect of it too, is that you know we can be the cause of others suffering, you know, through our actions, but in a sense that it's still up to them. Right, Joe. Life is the big gamble, yeah, yeah, it's a big gamble. Suffering, we can cause other people suffering, of course, yes, but hey, Sister Marie, welcome, greetings. But ultimately it's still up to that person to experience the suffering. uh Once again, the Marine Corps and its little one-liners of enlightenment, you know, mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. And that is so True. Now, usually that's said in the context of, it's 60 below outside, and you're carrying 125 pounds on your back, and your feet are bleeding because you've got blisters and you've been walking for 2 days, and you've got 5 more days to go of walking up and down mountains in 60 below weather. Hey, mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Keep going. I get it, but there's so much more that it applies to, right? I think some of the happiest people I've ever met in my life had nothing. They're poor as fuck. They don't have anything. Probably missing an arm or a leg or something, and they're drinking water because they can't afford anything else. They're eating very very moderate and not going overboard. I know people that are actually really doing that as a minimalist type of kind of living. They've got the money, they can enjoy some cheesecake, but they will eat nothing but canned raviolis and crackers, and every now and then they'll treat themselves to a cannoli, once 6 months or something. Or, oh no, this time of the year is steak day. I got to go get my steak. And literally gives away everything they have. They have no furniture. They have nothing. Very basic, very minimalist. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why do you endure the suffering in that way when your life could be so much easier if you just get a couch, get a TV, relax, have a seat, drink a beer, watch the game. See where that's going? And I realized the guy, my friend here, he's prepping to die. He's prepping to die. He knows he's out soon, and he doesn't want a lot of stuff. He's giving away everything. He's living a very minimalist life because he knows one day he's not going to wake up. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to hear the yells. Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo. All right, Wolfang, touchdown Eagles. All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you for the update. And he doesn't want anybody else to suffer by having to deal with all his shit. It's something to that. That's interesting. A lot of times we suffer because of selfish reasons, really. Rescue, you kind of inspired this one, We endure the suffering that we put upon ourselves. We depression and things like that. Rage, what's up? Depression, anxiety, anger, all these things, all these crazy things that we have, they can get addictive. Depression is very addictive. It's actually a scientific addiction. Your mind, if you go through a depression and you continue to go through this depressive state, your mind will say, well, I guess you like to be depressed, so we're going to make this easier for you. So everything would depress you. The same is with happiness too. If you enjoy being happy and you enjoy being, your mind will shorten the distance it takes for everything to get to its places. And you will feel that. I don't like being depressed, and I'm rarely depressed. Sometimes. But, when I was young, I suffered when I listened to other people. Follow your own gut. Bone breaker. So be happy and shut the fuck up. I can hear your voice, Bone breaker. Yeah. Hey, man. Thoughts and prayers for you, brother. Suffering. We're always chasing the happiness. I like to be content. I like contentment. That works for me. But what is my level of contentment? Currently, it's living in an apartment with my dog of 8 that's 18 years old, and I'm roasting a turkey. Relatively warm, relatively you know safe. I like my safety because I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. And I'm getting older, and I know I get hurt. I hurt hurting others. That's true. If you go to hurt others, you first must also hurt yourself. So that is very true. To hurt others is also to hurt yourself. Yeah, uh, yeah, it works. That's true, Bone Breaker. That is true. Always little happy little things. You know, it is. It really is. And we went to a new me and Charity when we went to uh, the bigger portion of the walk of the trail, uh, and I was going to videotape everything and do this long little spiel and everything. The creek still flows, and there were so many people there, so many dogs. I mean, it was nice. It was very nice. And then there was a couple by the creek with a little baby. I mean, itty bitty little walking toddling by baby, and Charity starts barking. Rah, 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 rah. I'm like, what the fuck are you barking at? Why are you barking at this couple with this kid? And I realized, oh yeah, oh shit, that's right. Charity is a mom. She's a mom, and she's a mom 3 times. She never had any kids, but she raised a toddler, right? She raised a toddler until he was 5 years old. She nursed a raccoon and a kitten. Like, oh shit. So I understood what she was doing. She was like, oh no, and she wanted to get to the kid because she was afraid. Kids in the creek. She knows what the creek is, and this kid's like walking around, stumbling, like, get, falling down, and mommy and daddy are just having this little moment. They got the phone out, and la 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 la. And me and Charity I'm trying to guide Charity out of there because she's kind of just like, you know, uh, I don't know. I don't know. She wanted to take up for the kid. The story is that when she was raising the kid, she saved the kid from falling down the stairs, grabbed it by its diaper, and pulled it back to safety, and laid on the kid so the kid wouldn't get up and go down the stairs. And then she barked insatiably till somebody came. I was like, wow. So I know some of the stories of Charity before I had her. Like, wow, she's very protective of kids. And sure enough, as we were going through the walk, Charity wanted to stay in the general area as the kid. She's like, oh, I want to stick around, watch the kid. I want to watch the kid. I want to watch the kid. So I kind of see that as a different kind of suffering. Ooh, the kid. I have to protect the kid. I have to make sure the kid is okay. I have to make sure that this is okay. And not enjoy the walk, not enjoy what's going on. And there were dogs are all around. They were barking, and she was like, "You better not. You better calm the fuck down." So she's trying to. She's in protection, in protection mode, against this kid, against all these calm down, motherfucker. That is confirmed. I am a motherfucker. Absolutely. Some random dude. So, some Kanajan. And so, dude, broke me up. Finally, she says that's it. The kid, the couple and the kid leave. They go up the hill and they leave. But we have to kind of set off by the sidelines. And Charity is slowly kind of shadowing this kid. I'm like, all right, okay, just calm down, we relax, we'll get to it. But we have to dodge some other dogs. There's dogs walking, and so we cannot get near dogs. Charity, especially in this protective mode, she'll just right, she'll latch out to the dog, whatever the dog is, whoever the dog is. So finally, we make it up to the top of the hill, and the couple and the kid are having a moment. They're in our way. We're trying to go that way. And, they're just having a little moment right there in the middle of the walkway. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go. And because Charity's trying to pull me, trying to get to the kid. I'm like, all right, cool, fine, go ahead. Go see the kid, make sure the kid's okay. And yeah, sure enough, and I assured the couple, oh, she raised babies. Oh, really? Yeah. And sure enough, Charity's like sniffing the kid, sniff the hands, make sure there's, sniff the kid, and the kid goes dot 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 dot, and Charity's like, yep, okay, that's kid. All right, go. All right, we're done. We're done here. We're kids in good hands, and then we carry on with our day. So that was an interesting. And the whole time I was talking on the phone with my mom. So that's the reason why I couldn't make videos of the creek still flows. But and right now Charity is guarding the turkey. Let's see if I can show you this. The oven is over there somewhere. And Charity is not moved from this spot. She's like, is it really? Damn, Kenogen. Sure thing. Hey, sure thing there, Majik. Yeah, I think so, Ellen. Yeah, it was, but I had this, I had the spectacles of suffering on, even though it was a wonderful experience, and Charity was able to have that wonderful experience. Non-admin alert. What's that mean? Non-admin alert. There's no admin here? Okay. Suffering, But can we suffer to find happiness? I think so. I mean, that's what we do anyway. We endure the hardships of labor and all that other crazy things that fuck with us that we don't like, just to have a little bit of peace of mind, a life, this system that we live in. And this system really, the game, it's a game. It really is. It's a game that we have to play, and we have to suffer. We have to suffer to find happiness. It is, yeah, the Matrix. It is. I mean, it is literally a Matrix. Oh. We suffer because we try to analyze local thinking. We try to analyze logical thinking to everything when something is just boom, it's there. Right, Ellen, I like that. Yeah, and that goes into what Bonebreaker was saying, that there's happy little things all around you, happy little things. And in reflection, I seen Alexandra the Great's little walk. She had a walk down memory lane in the woods, where she used to go 5 years ago. And I was just thinking all those happy little things around there. And that Sister Marie is where I come in. I will contemplate. I will go dark. I will deep dive into the grotesque and the grotesque and the evil and everything, just to know it, just so I can fight it. And yeah, it leaves a little stain on you. It does. Dude, for the most part. I don't know. No, wait a minute. No, I have to not necessarily disagree, but there is a logic. I think there is a logic to this existence here. But it is complicated. But we can make it simple. We just have to simplify it. What is the cause of suffering? Whatever I'm doing to cause the suffering. When I just cease of what I'm doing. If I have a headache because I'm hitting myself in the head with a hammer, well, if I stop hitting myself in the head with a hammer, my headache will stop. Well, I could have pushed this a little bit, but the damage will be done. Some of our minds can handle that reality, but there are others that cannot concept it at all. That's true. We're able to concept because we walk in the valley of evil that we do not fear because we walk through knowledge and truth in God. Okay, and finding solace in your religion, in the teachings, of a religion is profound. It really is. Uh, you know, I in that can alleviate a lot of suffering. It has. It really has alleviated a lot of suffering. You know. Yeah, good and evil. I think so, Wolfang. I think so. Good and evil. Uh, on this planet. On this planet. Yes, good and evil will always exist. If we were not here, would there be good and evil? All right, take care of yourself, dude. Thank you very much for stopping by. Oh, tell us what you're having for dinner. Got to tell us what you're having. Can't just walk away. We love our food porn here. Give us the menu, some random dude. You know, if you look at the universe, meatloaf, yummy. Thank you. Look at the universe. There's no good. There's no evil. There's no one there to have good and evil. It's stars crashing into each other. Is that meteorite evil? Is that galaxy evil? That's consuming the other galaxy. Mexican leftovers. Hey, what's up, Michelle the Great? Hey, welcome. That sun going supernova. Is that evil? That's what stars do. We know that's what they do. It happens all the time. Would the asteroid hitting the Earth and creating massive destruction, would that be evil? Or would that just be a cause and effect? Deathclaw. And yeah, you're right, Ellen. I mean, well, I don't know. That's the hard thing too. We don't know. In a sphere of observation of 245 million light years, we don't know. We don't know who's out there. We haven't seen anybody. Haven't seen anyone, haven't heard anyone. What's up, Northern Karma? Love from the north. Hey, all right. That's north. I wave to thee. All right. So I mean, ooh, pure blood, deer chili. All right. Yeah, yummy. Animals in nature evolve as climates and worlds and geographic change, so naturally humans are going to evolve to go with what our world surroundings are going to be. Yeah, we are products of environment. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I like that. That's cool. Strawberries and nanas. Oh, yummy. Right on, Majik. Yeah, some food porn. Hell yeah, Wolfang. We're coming over, Pure Blood. Yeah, I'll do the dishes. Hey, what's up? Yeah. So is there suffering if there's no one there to suffer? Barren wasteland of a rock. Nothing living on it. It's minus 1,500 degrees. Oh, now you're talking, Ellen. Mm-hmm. Oh, Wolfang. 14 to 14. All right. Thank you. Football. There's a lot of suffering going on there. Those football players, man, they live a life of constant pain. Constant pain. Because they perform at such a high level. Some of these linebackers and linemen, they got to eat 4 chickens a day just to keep their mass up. Oh, hell. Oh, and you made it spicy too, huh, Pure Blood? Hell yeah. Right, Majik, yeah. Caesar's Palace, yeah. Rage, Eagles 37, Chiefs 34. Was a little short for football. I was perfect height, 6 foot. Yeah, I played offensive, defensive. Wrestling team. I always wanted to be on the wrestling team. Uh, last a week, really pure blood. Oh yeah, that's how I do it too. I cook for the week. I do, and I will suffer. Uh, into the game prediction. Go for it. Go for it. Uh, Johnny. Yeah. Farmer logger. Pain every day. That's right, man. It's a lot of pain there, man. And then you compound it with drinking, alcohol, drugs, and then some kind of painkillers just to dull the pain, you know. Onions. Oh man, that sounds really good. Uh, Played against varsity when I was in middle school. But we will suffer. We will endure. We will live a life of constant pain just to be happy that I am the biggest, baddest, fastest, strongest, toughest motherfucker out there. Ooh, Carol Ann Henderson. Hell yeah. Only lasted till today. That's amazing. I'm suffering today. I'm suffering until payday because I spent all my money. That's okay. I prepped for the future. I have food. I'm cooking a turkey, a 20-pound turkey I've been putting off for fucking months since Thanksgiving. Uh, Brave men fall at the battle cry. Hmm. Financially embarrassed happens. Yes. So, a selfless act. Right on, Joe. Oh yeah. Right on, Stuart. Stuart. Oh yeah. Right on. Ace, really. The hedge better. The self-sacrifice that you that some of us do. I've done it many times. I've sacrificed myself to do something for others. And I suffered for it afterwards. But I did it freely. It was my choice. I did it. And hopefully I brought something and help because it was my choice to help that person, that situation. And I was willing to sacrifice so much for it and to suffer and endure for it long after the event goes. That's kind of expect see cellularity when I falls. Okay. Majik. All right. How do you feel? How would you feel about that type of suffering? I ran a death claw. Yeah. We all have our boundaries. Things we won't do for things. I remember stopping my car in the middle of a highway and jumping out and stopping traffic just to save a turtle. Cars and trucks driving by, and I'm like, get out of the fucking way, you know. They're honking their horn or yelling, cussing at me. Fuck that turtle! I'm like, no, I'm saving this turtle. The turtle was grateful. Oh, I hear yelling going on. Right on, Joe. I was willing to put myself in harm's way to save a turtle and to piss off everybody around me. Because nothing pisses people off than getting in their way, right? Save the tortoises, save turtles, save dogs, cats, birds, people. I've even found people on the side of the road. Like, oh shit. Same. It's the same thing for me. A turtle, a person. You know, you gotta help. You gotta help. But there are times when I don't. There are times when, like, if I see a pretty young girl bent over inside of her hood, got the hood up, and she's bent over in her Daisy Dukes, and ass is waving in traffic, and you know, I'm probably not going to stop, because I've seen too many of those movies. What seems to be the problem? Damsel in distress. Hey, give me all your money. Fuck! Yeah. Joe, exactly. I've seen the traps. I've seen it. I got out of one trap like that. I went to help, and I actually I knew her. I knew the girl. You know, she was tall and blonde, living at the beach. You know, she was pulled over on the side of the road, hood up. She's sitting in the car with her legs propped up. So showing her coochie, whatever. And I drove up. And I was like, "Hey, what's up? You need help?" She's like, "Oh my God, I'm glad you're here. It's this thing over here, this thing jiggy." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, well, I'm not a mechanic or anything, but I'll check it out. Maybe I can help." You know, and so I get over there and put my look in the hood, and sure enough, this fucking kid, this lowlife that I knew, I knew both of them. He comes around the corner and goes, "Hey, you ever been robbed before?" I was like, "Oh, all right. Oh, is that what this is?" I was just like, "Oh, is that what this is? You guys are gonna rob me?" And so now I've got guy over here and girl over here, and I'm in the between the car. I'm like, I was like, "You ever been killed before?" I haven't killed anybody in anger in quite some time. This ought to be fun. So, what are we doing? And they all just they looked at me and looked at each other and got back in their car and drove away. And these young kids, man, they trying to be all gangster and shit, trying to run a scam, run a trap, you know, trying to be these trap hoes, these trap gangsters, you know. Come on, man. Yeah, you ain't playing those games with me, you know. I mean, I just looked at it like, okay, really? All right, I'm gonna take the smallest one and beat up the biggest one with them. I'm gonna use the smallest one as a hammer. Yay, Eagles! Touchdown. Hey, what's up, Chinook? I was willing to go ahead and just gleefully go into that battle. Yeah. uh, I don't know. I don't know. But they suffered. They were drug addicts. They were druggies. The girl was beautiful. She was absolutely beautiful. Blonde hair, blonde everything. Fair skin, blue eyes. But she was on that meth. She was on that crack. And, her boyfriend was too. You know. They suffered a lot. They stole from the store that I worked at. I tried to be nice to him. I really did. I tried to have some type of compassion. That's right, Mark. Yeah, right, Deathclaw. Yeah, I could have. But I think I taught him a valuable lesson there. you know, a valuable lesson. Some of us want to go that way. Oh shit. Yes, the Methicans. Yeah, the Methicans. And I guess they had a moment of clarity, and it's like, well, let's not fuck with this guy. I already had a reputation in Surfside anyway, so They were just kind of like, well, fuck, really? Do you really want to climb that mountain just to get thrown off the cliff? Suffering. We all suffer. Suffering is common to all. It really is. We all grow old. We all get sick. We all break down. You know, there's financial suffering. There's emotional, stressful, emotional suffering. You know, yeah, you're right there, Ellen. Yeah, and I said this before too. I was like, wisdom is doing stupid shit and surviving. Fire hot. Don't touch that. You know. But suffering is common to all. It is. It really is. We all go through the things. I saw a pink elephant with purple tennis shoes once. I think I knew her too. Uh, yeah. And try to leave no evidence behind. Right, Ellen? Yeah. Luckily, I did all my meanness and craziness, when before these little transponder things, you know. Wow, Northern Colorado, yeah. I mean, that's exactly right. Without suffering, there's no learning. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's mostly true, especially in any kind of physical thing, Emotional as well, I guess. Yeah, but we all go through that. Do we have that? What's the word? I know the word. Damn, I can't say the word now. Sincerity. Do I have compassion? Can I have compassion for those who are suffering? Yes and no. Like I said, wisdom is doing stupid shit and surviving. So what do you do when you're watching somebody suffer because of their own folly, because of their own actions and decisions? Do you have compassion then? Do you help? Or do you watch it? I think I used the analogy earlier today because, sometimes, yes, going through that suffering, we learn so much about ourselves. Wow, suffering. Suffering teaches us so much. You definitely get to know your limitations. And that's more important than knowing your capabilities. You can always improve on your capabilities. Your limitations, not so much. I heard this, Mag, fourth time. Yeah. This one was danger close to me. Lake Huron. Damn, no shit. A balloon. Danger close balloon. Danger close, Real Robinson. Yeah, where's my helmet? I've already put it away, but I've got my mandible. Yeah, I have my beard protector, but I think I use the analogy of I learned how to swim by adults taking me as a kid, taking me into a lake and literally throwing me off the boat and watching me drown, watching me suffer, then watching me learn how to swim. All right. Were they were they enjoying watching me suffer? No, I don't think they were. But they knew. They knew that I would learn how to swim right there and then because I was suffering. I was facing dire consequences of dying. See, more cannabis. That's right. Pain reminds us that we're still alive. I feel very much alive. Yes, indeed. Right on, Wolf. Yeah. So is that how it is? Lone wolf. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was interesting as I'm standing on the bottom of the lake. I can see the light up there, and I can see, you know, the boat standing on the bottom of the lake. Like, what do I do now? I got to get out of the bottom of this lake. How do I do that? You kind of figure it out, right? You're 5, 6 years old. You're like, well, drowning alone sucks. Yeah. But I learned. I learned through suffering at a young age. And we can learn from others' suffering. You know, we can. Damn. I think you're right there, lone wolf. Suffering can make us stronger to stay true to who we are inside of skills we were born with us. Yeah, yeah. Or to learn new ones really fucking quick. you know? Necessity is the mother of invention. When you're getting your ass handed to you, you start to come up with creative solutions real quick. I remember a fight I got into in high school. This kid came in. He was a new kid. I was working a basketball team. I was working a basketball. I was doing the cleanup, things like that. So during the game, I could go run around, do what I wanted to do, smoke cigarettes. I just had to take out the trash and sweep up. That's it. That was my job. I think I was like 16, whatever. I'd already been through hell and back, in my life, but I was getting shit together in my life. I was in foster care at the time, actually, and so I'm working this basketball game, and there was a new kid that came to school, and everybody knew him. All the girls loved him because he was just gorgeous guy. He was one of those gorgeous guys. Hey, how you doing? And all the girls were swooning. Oh, Slenda, welcome, welcome. G'day from down under. Welcome. And he got into an argument with me, and it was well known he was a boxer. This kid had skills. He had hands, and I was like, I don't care, whatever. I'm trying to be cool, and he gets in a fight with a friend of mine and busts his head. I'm like, hey, 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 don't be doing that. No, come on, chill the fuck out. Stop this. No, no fighting, no fighting. And he starts throwing hands at me. I mean, he was so fast, I couldn't do anything. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought I was a badass, but this kid was lighting me up, man. He had all the moves, and he was sticking me hard. He was going to the body, to the face, and I'm like, oh shit, shit. I'm not a boxer. I wasn't a boxer at the time at all. But all I could think about was, well, this is gonna suck. So I literally grabbed his hands and just headbutted him into oblivion. I grabbed him from underneath the arms. I literally grabbed him by the skin of his arms and just drove my skull right into his face over and over and over again until he was on the ground. And it was a super fit of rage. I was frustrated because I could not touch this guy. I couldn't stop this guy either. He was kicking my ass. And yeah, I messed his pretty little face up. Yeah. Yeah, he wore that ass whooping for a long time. Yeah. No, I said shit. I had a big old punt knot on my head. It was like popped out like this, and I just bashed him into the concrete with my skull, you know. Yeah, future Jarhead was born. I was trying to be cool. I was trying to be a cool, calm, collective, chill the fuck out, man. It's okay. And he just lightened me up. He just tagged me. Boom, 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 boom. And then and still, as I was getting my ass whooped, I'm trying to be cool. Like, stop this, man. Stop, stop. You know. And finally, I had enough, and just boom. I endured the suffering. I knew it was gonna suck. At the time, it didn't. I kind of feel this rage kind of boiling up because I remember the rage I felt. I have that rage, and I just lost it. You know, and left him just bloody on the concrete. And the girls went crazy. Oh no! They're trying to save him and help him. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jake? Q chat. Oh, Lori with her questions. I love it. Sleep with your socks on or off? Right, Ellen. We hate spell check. Oh yeah, brass knuckles suck. Hold on, stand by, Ellen. There you go. Yeah, Johnny. And I was trying to be a good boy. I knew I could not get in trouble. Like, I was in foster care. I was in a school that I had a goal. I was going to graduate. And join the Marines and be a fucking Marine Corps sniper and all that bullshit. Well, I didn't become a sniper, but I did join the Marine Corps. I was trying to get out of this funk, the inner city funk, right? I was already, in reform school before that. This was my last chance. I was going to jail. I was going to prison. Fear is the mind killer, Majik, right? So I was suffering and enduring. Oh no, Ace. No, Mad Shad was born a long time before that. Long time. But I knew I had to suffer it. I knew I had to endure and not be a badass. I had to suck it up. I couldn't get in fights. I couldn't get in trouble. I like off, Lori. I do. I like my feet to be free, to breathe. Yeah. Unless it's cold, then I'll put on a pair of socks. And if I'm out in the woods, I tell you the truth, yeah, out in the woods, if I'm in a sleeping bag, socks come off. Yeah. So that part, meatloafy, huh? Yummy. I endured so much. I had a 14-year-old kid that was my bully. A 14-year-old kid. Here I am, 17 years old, a Billy fucking badass. And here I am letting a 14-year-old bully me. You earned it, Dylan. And I did it. You guys hear that? And I did it to complete the goal that I had for myself. I was starting to take the advice of people older and wiser than me. You keep going the way you're going, you're going to end up in prison. Oddly enough, I did. I did end up in prison. But I was a prison guard. Funny how that works. But I endured and suffered all the bullshit, the disrespect. Because I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the ghetto. You can let that fool disrespect you, man. Come on now. Handle yourself. I had to suck all that up. It was a great learning experience. It really was. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like it, Lori. I dig it. And I condone it and support What's the saying? Don't suffer fools lightly, right? Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it's in your best interest to suffer fools. Sometimes it's in your best interest to shut your fucking mouth. And sometimes it's in their best interest. I will not say things. I will shut my mouth. I will hold my tongue just to not come off the wrong way or destroy something inside that person. Maybe my outburst, or something of that nature will cause some kind of degrading harm, and they go fucking off themselves in the bathroom, or my outburst and my callousness, will make them go, oh shit, wait a minute. Damn, you're right. I like having the slap in the face. Sometimes that's what I need. It's a slap in the face. Especially when you get a little bitchy. Oh, woe is me. Life sucks. Everybody's out to get me. Nobody cares. Work harder. That's what I heard. Nobody cares. Work harder. You're a man, motherfucker. Act like one. Sometimes we need a good swift kick in the ass. Oh, is that what it is? I don't see you guys as admins. But you do serve that role, don't you? Trolls get beat down up in here, don't they? Lori, wow. I have two, Wolfang, yeah. I know, Ace, but he's got no muscle, so it don't hurt, Oh, Mark. Oh, the ribs. Oh, lo, they do call to me. Enjoy your ribs, brother. Hey, that's the thing. If you're blue, you know what to do. Please, folks, drop your links. Shameless plugs for everyone. If you're blue, you know what to do. If you're not, then you're snot. Or you're okay. You're just whatever. The devil's lettuce. Expressions of the universal self. What? Merely issuing eight lies? Okay. Today boys are told not to be man. That's true. But you can't change that. You can't change the nature. You cannot change it. A boy is going to be a boy. Boys will be boys, right? It's true. Boys will be boys. Illusion separation is an illusion. Illusion separation is an illusion. What does that mean? The illusion is that we're going to live forever. The illusion is that we're always going to be happy and life is going to be good. No, we're going to suffer. There are periods in our life that we are going to suffer, whether by our own cause, usually by our own cause, or by somebody else. Life sucks. Life is hard. Really, it is. Life in general. The concept of life. Have you found life on the moon yet? No, it's hard. Oh, Lori, reefer madness. Violent, uncontrollable laughter. Yeah, right. Anyway, I love that movie. Life is hard. That's what we've learned. We cannot reproduce life. We have not found life in 245 million light years around us. Is this a freak occurrence of life? Now we believe that there's a Goldilocks zone around stars, that planets can create life. But life is hard. And it's hard to maintain life. You have to eat, you have to sleep, you have to breathe, you got to stay warm. You gotta watch out for holes being poked in you so that you because you could leak things that kill you. We're a bag of fluid that if this bag gets punctured and the fluid leaks out, that's it. You're done. We're carrying bags of liquid around. We're squishy bits. Life is hard. I see you guys talking something about that. What's up, Random Gene Lynn? Yes, indeed, Random. There you go. Random, the ass kicker. The axe master. There you go. There is suffering to life. The suffering of being born. You're nice and cozy in your mother's wound. It's nice and warm. Everything is provided for you. And then you're ripped out of your wound into the air where you have to breathe and it burns. The lights are bright. There's sensation. There's pain. You cry. Somebody holds you upside down and literally puts their hand in your mouth and pulls out all this crap. Slaps you, turns you upside down and slaps you on your backside till you cry. Welcome to life. Here's pain. Welcome to life. Now enjoy the pain. That's right, dude. That's right. The brain is squishy. Yeah. We're very squishy. Once you start learning about, it only takes about 3 to 5 pounds to just crush a skull, really. Didn't take much at all. Yet we hurl ourselves at each other. Hurl ourselves at rocks. We hurl ourselves down. We fly up really, really high in the air and then fall towards the earth. Be charming. But that's life. Welcome to life. That's your rude wake-up call. Rude awakening. But the beauty that comes from watching that child grow and watching it and loving it, teaching it. I know you women, you love that. That is something that is very indicative of women. Babies. Love. Men, we feel it too. We do. It's like, wow, that's baby. It's my baby. That's a cool baby. Now I got to figure out a way to raise this thing and not kill it. Make sure it doesn't die on me. All right. But women, they it's a deeper connection, isn't it? ladies. I mean, I can walk into into any convenience store or any grocery stores, whatever, and see babies everywhere and be like, yeah, that's a baby. Yeah, cool. You know. But I remember, having girlfriends and being around any kind of girls, and it's just they see a baby and it's like, oh, it's a baby. It's not your baby. Leave it alone. It's not your baby. Don't touch it. And you ladies just want to go, oh, the baby, right? You don't even see the mom. But the mom feels proud. Mom's like, yeah, that's my baby. Yep, that's right. That's right. Wolfang. Sorry, that baby isn't cute. Too heart of compassion and babies do know the difference. Oh, sorry, that was a suppressed yawn. Uh, that's it, Jules. That is it. That is the truth there too. The suffering passes, and for the most part, there's people that suffer for years for things, but you still have the most amazing experiences, you know, in between there. And tell you the truth, there are times when I was suffering that I enjoyed it and I was happy. I felt so alive, even though my heart was pounding and blood was, coming out of my pores and I'm pissing blood and got broken bones. I'm just like, I feel so much alive. This is great. Right, Auslander. Yeah. As men, we look to the mom like, hey. Oh, baby. Yeah. Okay. Acknowledge baby. Hey, MILF. Definitely can be content during suffering times. Yeah, right. Wolfang, no shit. Oh, man. Hey, what's up, Chris? Women, the suffering that you go through to give birth, the 9 months, of suffering, and the extreme, excruciating pain when that baby comes out. And it was worth it. Yeah, there's a lot of suffering afterwards, too. A lot of pain involved. Pain and suffering. Some women don't make it. Some babies don't make it. Pain and suffering of childbirth. Men are kind of exempt from that. That's suffering. It's worth it. I think so, Majik. I think so. It really is. Yeah. I can have fun just sitting right here and ooh, chow, dude, meatloaf time. Oh yeah, yummy. But that's amazing. The suffering that goes on in childbirth, and we hear it from the ladies for 9 months. Oh God, oh, the farting, the gas, the bloating. Would have more if it was possible, really, Jules. See, that's amazing. I mean, us men, we're yes, indeed, Lori, I have, yeah, many times. One sacrificed itself to me. One died, right in front of me. Anyway, I told you that story. Anyway, I hope it didn't suffer long. Suffer long. Suffering a childbirth. That's interesting, Jules. You do it again. You would go through that suffering again just to create life. Men are men. Posies are queer. Ours are cool. Wow, baby owls, a baby owl from crows. Wow. So women would endure. There's a lot of women that would. Jules, one of them. She would endure the suffering, the extreme suffering, just to have more babies, to bring more life into this world. Owls, owls are. Yeah, I like owls. I do. Men are a positive force if harnessed properly. I don't like harnesses. You like the sloths? Oh, okay. Yeah. Sloths are cool. The owl is the symbol for the elite occultist. The owl. Maybe that was the omen that I was given all those years ago. Huh. Right on, Jules. Really, Lori? Wow. Uh, chased by an ostrich. Usually men, yes, Majik. There are women warriors. See, others don't have that kind of suffering, but yes, even with pain, I would do it again if I could. Life is a blessing of being able to create new life. Nature does around us. Wow, yeah. Men are the warriors, and we're also the janitors. We're the handyman. Fix this, cook this, break this, throw this away. Protect this, fight this, love this. Starling. I hear you, Charity. We're suffering here. Yeah, eat this. Change this. Throw this away. Right? Catch this, fish this, cook this, clean this. Protect this. That's a man. Be of service. That's what we do. It's usually the women. That's the nature, that's the order of things. It is. And yeah, what we're watching today with I heard you guys talking about the queers and the trans and all that. That is suffering. They're getting tricked. These kids and these young people nowadays getting tricked. Oh, you want to be happy? Cut this off. Cut this off. Take these drugs. And then the years upon years of suffering afterwards. Lots of suffering. Mental and physical. I went there. I checked it out. It's horrible. Talk about buyer's remorse. Wow. Even women. That was the hardest one for me. You really don't have a lot of sympathy for a guy that cuts his junk off and gets boobs. You're like, "You dumbass." But when a woman like goes that route to cut off her boobs and has the irreparable damage to her voice and receding hairline and things, things don't work so much down there anymore. They can't have sex because of whatever thing. Yeah, yeah, right. Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, yeah. That's what we're facing. That's what they want. That's the elite cultists, all them. That's what they want. The cult of the owl, all that bullshit. They want this. They want us to endure. They want us to destroy ourselves, become weak, endure the suffering, to bring the suffering upon our own selves by perverting our minds. But really, and it's our choice. We are the cause of our own suffering. They are doing it to themselves. Chris, yeah, yeah, it's not even real. Chris. It's not even real. It's a floppy piece of skin they have. Take it off the arm or the leg or something and sew it on. Stuff some fat in it. Here you go. Here's a penis. Nah, it's got a floppy piece of meat down there. I'm like, does nothing, feels nothing. The halftime show. Is that right, Wolfgang? Oh man. Oh yeah, the house is starting to smell like roasted turkey right now. Mmm. Mmm. We're suffering. We're watching the suffering of the nation, suffering of the world. I get it, Wolfgang, and I'm absolutely appalled. Really? Okay, Rihanna, huh? Yeah, absolutely, Auslander. Yep, absolutely. I agree. I agree. But I said it before. They're not demonic. They're not satanic. They don't consider themselves demonic. They don't consider themselves satanic. See, that's the truth of their that's their secret truth. They don't want anybody to know. They're not the devil. They don't consider themselves the devil. The Christians consider them devil and satanic and demonic, but they don't. They don't. They come from a different time, a different book. That's a different book for them. They have their own book, their own ways and their own beliefs. And that's what they do. But they use that fear and that grotesqueness and that shock and humiliation of the demonic, of the satanic as a weapon. It's an illusion. It's a lie, and they love it. And they use it and they weaponize it. So that's where that's where me being a non-Christian, I can see the difference. I can see the difference. It's not what they're doing is not satanic. It's not demonic. But they are categorized as such. It's just that's what it is. They laugh at it. They think it's funny. They really do. And yeah, they're going to literally troll the Christians. They're going to use every troll. They're going to pull out the book of Revelations and present it to the people as a shock and humiliation weapon. So be careful. Yeah, stand by for that. Stand by for that. That's what they're going to do. And you're going to say, "Oh my God, it's true. It's the end times," and they're going to chuckle. They're going to laugh as they roast your babies alive. as our kids cut off their junk. As Timmy turns into Tiffany. We willingly sacrifice our babies just to so we can eat bugs. And then and only then will they come through, show their true face, and try to destroy everyone. I miss the old Christianity, the old way, and you know, as we're talking about this, they are willing to suffer thousands of years. They've been waiting thousands of years to do this, to roll out their plan. Ace, oh God, cannibalism. That's a thing too. That's part of their push. Everything grotesque, everything taboo, shoved down our throats, made mainstream, made commonplace. And all of this because of the Canaanites. Well, actually, it's their fault. Babylon destroyed Jerusalem, you know, and enslaved everybody, and then in turn the Hebrews left and came back and put every Canaanite to the sword. Remember that? You remember that story? I'm sure y'all can cite that for me, but I just know the Cliff Notes, and so they're mad at that. They're big mad. They got big mad over that. Because you destroyed them. You Christians destroyed them. Sodom and Gomorrah, I mean, all that. They were put to the sword. Every living thing, every man, woman, and child. Maybe some goldfish and chickens. I don't know. Everything was destroyed. And that Babylonian culture was lost. Now all we have is the cruciform tablets of bullshit, you know. But they went into hiding. They scattered and they hid in their rocks, under their rocks, and plotted their revenge for thousands upon thousands of years. And here they are, finally ready to exact their revenge upon you Christians. Hey, Independent Mennonite. They are ready to do this. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm going to piss you off. Your God is not going to save you. Your God is allowing this to happen. You could say it's a test. Last time you put them all to the sword. Now you're just allowing them to run amok. So where are the Christians? Where are the Christians with their swords? Suffering. The suffering is common to all. And it can be taught to all. All those pagan cults. Well, you know, I also know the truth of the Christianity, you know, destruction of the pagans. You know, a lot of them just didn't want it. They just want to be left alone. Just leave me alone. I don't want to be Christian. No, you will be Christian or you will be put to the sword. God wills it. No, I don't want to. No. Fine, we kill you. No. Fine, we go to war. A lot of civilizations, a lot of people died because of God wills it. Everything can be perverted. Christianity is not a religion of peace. It's not. The Old Testament shows us that. Yeshua, I mean, Jesus didn't kill anybody that we know of. His father, God, genocided billions. Because they were wicked, or they were strong, they were a giant, or something. Now it's okay. It's fine. We're not warlike anymore. The Crusades. The Crusades. Millions of people were thrown into the meat grinder. The meat grinder of what's his name? Eben, was it the great? What anyway? The great Muslim general. They were thrown into the meat grinder to die and to lose and to fail. The Muslims still kept Jerusalem. But because God wills it, crusade happened. Millions went to their death willingly. Willingly to die for their God, die for their king, and to create and to carry out atrocities. Men, women, and children put to the sword. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus. It was a different story. Definitely a different path from all the other prophets. Yeah. I heard something too today, stay in the light, Some of us have to go in the dark. Some of us have to fight in the shade. Some of us have to go into the dark cave to kill the demon, to kill the dragon, to go into its lair. Some of us have to hide. What better way to hide than in the darkness with all the other monsters? Yeah, it's a fight every day. It really is, Random. It is. But we're content. We don't suffer as much. That's the thing. Chris, wow. It doesn't matter how fast light travels, the dark is already there waiting for it. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Deserve what we're going through. Oh, damn. So yeah, that's my problem with gods and demons and stuff. I'm so scared, Chris. I'm scared. Please hold my hand. Why would a God allow all this debauchery and evil to come out? Is it a test? Is it a test for that? Are you being tested? Are we being tested? To get theological. I mean, and I don't like getting theological, but it proves a point. If there is a God, if there is a Christian Hebrew God, and this is, why are we going through this? Why are we allowed to suffer, to endure this suffering, and go through these terrible ordeals? Why? And and all we can do is pray. That's it. So if more people pray, which I do actually believe in prayer, intention, and I've seen it work. But if more Christians get together and pray, then all this will go away? God will make it work? No! It's up to you. It's up to us. We need to make it happen. God's not going to save us. There's no God trying to save us. Their God's trying to kill us. Their God is literally marching us towards the cliff at spear point. And yet still we pray? Bullshit. It's time to suffer. It's time to endure. They're not, Majid. No, they're not. They figured it out. They figured out a way to take over the world. And they have. So when is the Crusades happening? That's my question. Christians. Even though I'm not a Christian, I'll join. Not our world, so whatever. What is our world? We took it. It's ours. It's mine. I stole it fair and square, damn it. It's mine. Yeah, Canagen. Yeah. It's a teaching tool. It is. It is. I like watching people fight. I like watching people fight the evil. That's where it lies. And if we suffer, we suffer. People have already suffered. And you see they go ahead and do it anyway. They lose their jobs. They get thrown into prison. They might lose an arm or a leg. But they fight on and they suffer. I don't think we're willing to suffer. That's what we got to do. We have to sacrifice. We have to be okay with suffering. Our own suffering. We have to endure our own suffering, to put ourselves in harm's way, to be able to fight this evil. And it is evil. I agree. I don't agree as demonic or Luciferian or anything. It's just evil. And that is true, Kenogen. History shows us. But only when the people fought back. Only when the evil was rooted out and stomped out. Put to the sword. Keep going back to that Canaanite story. But my problem is, where does it stop after that? Am I going to be put to the sword because of my wicked ways? I hope not. I'll fight. In the end, you get what you deserved. Is that true? Is that true? In the end, you get what you deserve. What, death? Death is what you deserve. We do die. All of us do. That's true. And there is a lot of suffering involved with that. and then peace and calmness. Oh, that's some great comments coming through here. Yeah. Are you willing to suffer and be a slave? Or are you willing to suffer and be free? What type of suffering are you willing to endure? That's all the learning curve, Wolfang, right? Oh, man. Oh, okay. If there's God, I think God helps those who help themselves. Why didn't God smite the Canaanites? Why did he command the Hebrews to do it? Canogen. The Follies of Man. Godzilla. Blue Oyster Cult. And yeah, you're right, Majik. Yeah. What is death? What is death? I know that consciousness lives on after death. That's been proven to me. It takes a lot to prove to me. I question everything. I got my answer. Wow. Mind blowing. And I'm not knocking anybody's beliefs or anything of that nature. That's great. That's great that you have those. I can't subscribe to that. And you have to respect that as I respect you. I grew up Christian. I did. I don't know how many times I read the fucking Bible. More times than I care to count. But your relationship with your Creator, with your God, it's up to you. That's between you and them, you and him, you and her, you and the tree frog, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. That's up to you. And I respect it. But please understand, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about and how I believe. And I don't know what I believe is, oh wow, the Jewish redneck prepper. Shalom. But what your truth is, your truth is different from my truth. I can't subscribe to that truth, and you can't change that, Ellen. You can't, and you can't tell me that's the truth. I can't believe that truth, and you have to respect that. But I know that you believe that's the truth. And if that gives you strength, if that gives you moral character, I'm all for it. Hell yeah. Worship away. Believe it. Wholeheartedly. That's great. Not me. I've seen the light and I've seen the dark. Open it for And that's my point too, Ellen, is I can relate. We can all relate. We can all relate. And yes, it's because of suffering. Suffering is common to all. We are indeed. That's life. Life is suffering. I feel you, Random. If need be, I'll slow their way into the darkness. If I need to. Fight in the shade. I can go there. For me, it's good to be flexible. I feel you, Charity. This turkey is roasting away. it smells so good. Right on, Ellen. Hell yeah. What would Yoda say? It would be backwards, whatever it is, Wolfang. Uh, uh, what forgiveness? Forgiveness may follow if Isis suffers enough. Okay. There is the weapon used by evil, confusion. Yes, there is but one truth and only one truth. Very tough times we are living in, and then everyone will know. Then when everyone has their own truth. Okay. Well, I can't subscribe to that magazine. Sorry. No, it's not stuffed yet. Shad, how do some people lat on bed of nails? Chinook with the Yodas. Lori, you cannot sleep on one nail. One nail will go right through you. One nail will puncture your skin. But a series of nails will support your weight evenly and not puncture your skin. Yeah. Does fighting mean you have to be in darkness? Be David because David took done Goliath. No, but I understand I understand the tactics of the dark. I've been to the dark side. Been there. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, the hat, the belt buckle, the keychain. Yeah, I don't like it, but I can go there anytime I wish. And it can be a means to an end if I need be. My point is, to be orthodox and orthodox. If you can do that, then your tactics and your decision making will be as infinite as the heavens. And that's the quote from Sun Tzu. But it's true. It's true. To know most things, to know about the darkness. Take care, Wolfang. Thanks for the updates on the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. Man. Lost Lender. You think the darkness can save you? Bane. Yeah. I know the darkness is bad. I know it is. Yeah. Lots of suffering there. But I'm willing to endure that. I'm willing to endure that if need be. And that's the thing about being a warrior is you have to do questionable things, morally questionable things. You have to be okay with that. It's sometimes if sometimes you have to go incognito. Sometimes you have to put on the snake hat. Damn, he's cussing his. He said, "Holy shit!" Shift. We have cookies. Bane, yes, Bane. I am Bane. It would be painful, right? So yeah, there you go, folks. I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm suffering. I can no longer endure the suffering. Uh, the mind can be your own conclusion. Your own conclusion, your own demise. Come to your own conclusion. I even question that. I even question that. I even question, is this conclusion that I've come to, is that true? No, I don't think it is. And it's subject to change. That's the thing, is even what I find out to be true can be subject to change. Majik. Yes, folks. There's no sleeping for me. I gotta cook this turkey. But I have to relax and chill and do some other things. But yeah, paradigm shift. Well, thank you, random much turkey. Yes, Chinook shift. Shiv, I hope you're feeling better. I hear you're going through some issues. Yeah. So, and thank you all very, very much for hanging out with me at Sunday Reflections. Yeah. Only persist after the cause. Majik, right on. Yeah. So good night to you all. Thank you all very much hanging out with me and suffering through all this. Yes, tomorrow I suffer. Tomorrow the real suffering begins because I go back to work, right? Bullfrog, good night, good night. Majik, fuck you. Rescue. Make it a good evening, bud. Everyone, make it a great night. Thank you, Rescue. Yes, indeed. Yes, and with that, I wish, and that's the wish, and the hope is that we all get free of suffering. That's the thing. Well, thank you, Alan. Thank you. I love you as well. Auslander as well. Thank you. I hope, that's my hope, is that we come to that point, where we are free of suffering. That doesn't mean our death either, or non-existence. That means that we exist and we are free of suffering. What? Bone breaking? What's this? Cool. Hell yeah. Right on, Bone Breaker. Yep. Yes. Yes, so all of you, good night. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you for stopping by. We will hope we have, yes. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you, Majik. All you guys. And lurkers in the darkness, sitting in the darkness. The lurkers, those are the smart ones. They hide in the shadows and wait and watch and learn and listen. Drink their drink quietly. Free of mother-in-laws. Yes, indeed. All right, ready for some bone-breaking action. Yep. Yes, thank you all very, very much. And we will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a good night.